Hello everyone and happy Wednesday, back for another card challenge. Today I am going to use 3 different card techniques to create one card. It's going to be a Mother's Day card, which is the theme of our challenge this week. This week we are going to be making Mother's Day cards. Now you do not have to use these techniques on your card, but I do want to show you how to do them, and they're a lot of fun. Okay, let me switch over to my comments here. All right. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristina Reese. This is Creating with Kristina. I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page to bring you card tutorials, to teach you and show you how to do really fun things with paper and create beautiful cards. Excuse me. All right. So before I get started though, I do want to remind you we are having a sale right now. They just refreshed the clearance rack yesterday, so there are a lot of great new things on sale. Plus, we're having the last chance product sale. Those are 2 different sales that are going on. You just go over to creatingwithkristina.com and click the My Shop or Shop With Me button, and it'll take you there to my actual website. And then there is a tab at the very top that says sales, and then that's a drop down menu, and you'll see clearance rack and you'll see last chance product sale. And of course, when you shop with me, when you spend $50 or more and use the host code, I will send you a thank you gift. All right, let's get started with today's card. We're going to need a few things, and let me pull up the supply list here, and also let me switch views. Okay, you're going to need a card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, folded at 4 1/4. You will need a scrap to stamp your image and cut it out, another colored scrap that matches your designer series paper. I'm using the Hydrangea Hill, one of the last few pieces that I have. I actually used this entire pack of paper. I'm down to the last piece almost. Excuse me. So the designer piece is cut at 1 3/4 by 5.5. Then I have some colored cardstock to coordinate some scraps here. All right, and this is Purple Posy, and this is Misty Moonlight. All right, so that is what we're going to need to create our card today. Another thing before we get started is let's go ahead and, whoops, hold on, let me pull this down, up, over. We need to spin for our winner. I learned how to pull my computer screen up on my Switcher account. Is this not the coolest? All right. So we had 8 people enter the card contest last week. Let's see which number wins. Number 4. All right. So let me come over here to those of you who entered the challenge, and I've 1, 2, 3, and 4. Christy Warren. All right, Christy, congratulations. And I am going to need, well, hold on. There we go. I'm going to need your address and mailing address if I don't have it, so I can send you a prize for your winning the card contest last week. All right, so Christy Warren. All right. Now, wow, look at all these people we have here this morning. Good morning, good morning. I got Mima first in the house. All right. I just couldn't. If I read all these names, we'd be here all day. Okay, so this week's challenge is a Mother's Day card, and we are going to create a Mother's Day card, and I'm going to use 3 different card techniques. And the first card technique is splattering with a marker. So I have what you need, whether it's a blends or a regular marker, it just needs to have a paintbrush tip. And you take the cap and you flick, and that's all you do. And what we're going to do is create the splatter all over. How fun is this? And this just gives us some great dimension for our card. I love that. All right, that's enough. So that's all there was to that. Let me pull it up so you can see it a little better. Okay, so we just splattered. That was technique number 1. right, technique number 2. We are going to do what we did, was it yesterday or Monday? I can't even, oh, we're only on Wednesday. So this was on Monday. I showed you a new embossing technique, and we're going to take that technique, but instead of running it through an embossing folder, we're going to cut the embossed paper out. So I need my embossing powder. And what you do is you use clear embossing powder. All right, so you have your scrap of paper here, and you've got your Versamark ink. And you're going to, and I only need a little bit because I'm just cutting out the word mother. And you just want to get ink all over the paper cardstock. Okay, make sure that's good and inked up. And look kind of in the light and you can see if you did it or not. And then we're going to sprinkle clear embossing powder on this. Okay, and I just dump it all in there. Okay, and now I take my paper. Ooh. There we go, and we dump it all back in to the bottle or into the container. There we go. Put that on there. Get all this out of the way. And I showed you Monday, this little Swiffer thing is great for picking up loose powder and glitter. It picks up staticky things. All right, now that we've got that, now we need our heat gun. Debbie Spicer says she's never used the splatter technique. Well, you definitely have to try it. It is a lot of fun. All right, so all we're doing is just heating this up like this, and I'm going to pull it away from the camera so that it does not warp my tabletop here, because this is a very hot gun. You cannot, by the way, you cannot use a hair dryer with heat embossing. It needs to be a heat gun. It's got to be super hot. All right, and when it starts to turn shiny, you know you've got it hot enough. All right, and it looks like we're almost done. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's wanting to... Okay. Takes a little bit of time there, but... And then cool it off. And you can see the difference in the regular cardstock, and now we've got this shiny embossing. And it's like... oh, I can't even describe. It's like a plastic almost. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our die. And if you don't have this die set, this is a great die set. This is called, what is this called? Word Wishes. And it's got all the different holidays. Thanksgiving, Easter, Halloween, Mother, Father, New Year's, St. Patrick's. That's one you don't usually see. All right, and so we've got the mother here for Mother's Day. And we're just going to run this through the embossing machine. And I have already done it to speed up time. Isn't that fun? So let me pull this over here. And you can see, I'm going to pull it up. And the other part of this die set is Wish for Everything. And so I took the happy, there it is, happy, and the day. And I just stamped that. Let's get this in the camera. And let's also zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So I have the Mother's and the apostrophe, that is so little, and then the happy and the day, and we're going to put these on the card. Okay, so that's all I did there. I wanted to kind of speed up the process here so we can get on to making this card. Okay, so I've shown you 2 techniques now. I did the splatter and I did the heat emboss. Now we are going to use, this is my 3rd technique. So we have our scrap white paper here. Let me get these out of the way. Okay, and we have our scrap white, and we're going to stamp our image, but this is a new technique that I haven't shown you before, and this is, you know, sometimes when you use black ink for the outline, it's so harsh, and sometimes you'd like it to maybe not even show the outline, all right, and the way to do that is you're going to use your writing markers. Now, these are water-based. They are not alcohol. this blend here, this is an alcohol marker. All right, you do not use this. You use the water base. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the paintbrush side, and we are going to ink up where the iris, in this case, is the outline of the iris is, okay? And we're not touching the leaves because we're going to come back and use the Just Jade. Oh, that was Highland Heather, by the way. The Just Jade. And we're going to color in the outline part for the leaves with Just Jade. Okay, and get all this in here. All right, now another thing that you need to do is you need some hot air. Actually, just some moisture, because the Highland Heather has started to dry already. And so all you do is you bring it up to your mouth and get some nice moisture on there. And then we are going to stamp that. Cool, huh? So we have our purple irises and our Just Jade leaves. Now we're going to take our ink pads with the Highland Heather and the Just Jade, and we're going to fill it in with the filler stamps. So let me get the Highland Heather here. Okay, and excuse my head, but I need to see that I'm lining it up. The Stamparatus makes this a little easier, but I'm taking a risk and just doing it without the Stamparatus. Oh, perfect. Okay. So see how, now let me pull this up so you can see this. See how the purple outline, it gives it, it's a little softer than the black. All right. So now let's do the green this way. The Just Jade. Oops. There we go. And once again, excuse my head while I lean over to line everything up. Okay. Meemaw says, laughing out loud, hot air. And my middle name, according to my kids, say I'm full of it. Our children are so kind to us, aren't they, Meemaw? Oh, thanks for the comment there, my pretty gray hair. Love it. Okay. There we go. We did it. So this is the third technique, using your colored markers to do the outline of your stamp instead of using black, okay? And we're done with that. We're done with that. Now we just need to cut it and put the card together. I'm using the nesting dies, and I told you we're having a sale right now. These nesting dies, they're not going to be available next year, but they do have them on sale right now. So if you have not invested in these are a great investment. I use them on a lot of different cards. All right, so I've got my little embossing machine here. Let me move everything out of the way so we have some room. And pull this out. Whoops, come on. Whee! And put that there, get some nice low-tack adhesive tape, washi tape, or this purple, they call it the purple tape. It's just a low-tack, type of painter's tape, but it's real thin. Okay, got that on there. Got that on there. Okay, we've got our little sandwich going. And now we just need to start cranking. Don't you love this itty bitty embossing and cut and emboss machine? I love it. It's so fun to have on my desk. I don't have to get my big one out. All right, here we go. Got that. I've already cut the Misty Moonlight one out for us, so we don't have to do that. And when you're lifting the tape, just be careful. Even though it's low tack, sometimes when it goes through the machine, it really cuts it. All right, and we're just going to put those two like that. Where's my card base that we splattered? All right, and where's my designer paper? Okay, I love this designer paper. I'm so sad it's finished. I could order some more if I wanted, but I'll tell you guys, the new catalog, it has even prettier paper if you can believe that. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, so and I'm just going to center that right there. Okay. Oh, and you can't see the splatter very well. I'll lift it up and, well, I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. There we go. Now you can see the splatter. It just adds a little something, you know, it just needed a little something. All right, we're going to put this over here, and we're putting Happy Mother's Day over here. So let me get this. Happy Mother's Day is so tiny. The script, if you have not invested in a fine tip glue, we sell this, or you can go to your local craft store. Of course, you know, I'm biased. I think ours is the best. It's never done me wrong, so. All right, let me pick up Mother's Day with the tweezers. And then I'm just taking my fine tip glue, okay, and I'm just going over this. And also, I like our fine tip glue because it dries clear, and it also is not sticky when it dries, okay. And, oops, come here. And just hold it there for a sec. Oh, you can't see. I'm out of the picture. Sorry, sorry, sorry. There we go. Oh, Debbie says she has a mint tape that's low tack. Or is she asking a question? Oh, she's asking me if I've heard of it. No, I've only heard of the purple tape and the washi tape. I'll have to look up mint tape. Okay, now we want the happy and the day on there. But let me put the nesting die on here real quick, because I want to do that with dimensionals, of course. It's not a card without dimensionals, right, everybody? Right-o. There we go. And flip that over. One. I'm going to make sure this is secure. I'm going to put 4 of them on there. Here's another trick. Have y'all seen me do this? I take my piercing tool, okay, a nice pointy tool, and I pick up the backs of my dimensionals, and it collects there on the tip of the piercing tool. Cool, huh? Just a little trick there. All right, now we're going to put this right here centered. Okay, very nice, very nice. And of course we need the happy and the mother. They should be wide enough for the large dimensionals, but I'm not taking a chance. I'm using the small dimensionals. So, and we just really need one. It's not that big of a piece. Okay. I'll tell you what, I do need my hands. Okay. I'm putting that. Well, where do I want to put that? Up here? Up here? Happy. We're going to put it right there. Okay, happy, and then day. Let me flip this over and get a dimensional. Oops. There we go. Oh. And day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. All right. What do you guys think? It's pretty. I think it needs one more thing. How about, I was going to use the opal rounds, but I'm out. I've got to order some more. Opal rounds are in the new catalog, so go ahead and order yourself a whole bunch because they're not going anywhere. Woo! Excuse me. My pearl went flying across. Okay, and I'm going to put 1, 2, I'm just going to put, I have so many pearls, I'm just putting them everywhere. I'm just filling up my card with pearls. Yay. There we go. That's fun. Okay. Zoom out just a wee bit so y'all can still see. We are done. Happy Mother's Day. Isn't that pretty? I love that. You know, I think I would have liked a ribbon right here with a bow. Of course, that's just, that's me. I've just got to keep adding and adding and adding to my card. It'll take... All right, your challenge this week is to make a Mother's Day card. You've probably already made some Mother's Day cards, but try one of these techniques out. I can't find the lid to my fine tip. There it is. The thing about fine tip glue is you need to put the lid back on, because if it gets clogged, it's almost impossible to unclog. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this challenge this week, and that I see some really pretty cards on our challenge. We've been around 8 and 9 people. Let's get some more people. Invite your friends. Tell people to post their cards on our challenge. Let's get a lot of great inspiration and ideas, because that's what it's all about, okay? I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day today. And all right, we will see you Friday for Fun Fold Friday. Bye-bye.